Welcome back to Risky's Revenge. We're almost done with this labyrinth. I don't know if they have... Oh, Squid Labyrinth. That's probably what it's called, right?
Makes sense to me, but that sounds really close to Squid Laboratories from Nintendo.
Squid Lab... Oh,
The Splatoon stuff.
I didn't even think of that.
Yeah.
I have not played much Splatoon. I couldn't really get into it. Main reason, because I wasn't very good at it.
It's a unique concept. It's a third-person shooter, so you have to, really like shooters in the first place, and then you have to get used to the fact that it's third-person.
Yeah, I was not really into shooters. I do like the second one more than the first one, though.
Oh, you played the second one?
Yeah, I have the second one. I actually got it for Salmon Run.
Oh, nice.
I like that they have a reversible cover, like, specifically for Salmon Run, too.
Reversible? What do you mean?
You can take the cover out, like the paper cover out, and reverse it, so like you have a different cover on the box.
For the physical edition?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah, so my box is Salmon Run, because it's all, like, I really play on it.
I guess I'll have to open my game then, so I can see that, because it's still wrapped for me. Mainly because I don't have a Switch yet, but...
I didn't like the first one, mostly... Well, besides the fact that I wasn't very good at it, was also that the gamepad. I dislike the Wii U gamepad.
Mm-hmm.
It's big, it's clunky, it's made of cheap plastic. And that's all I gotta say about that.
Very, very cheap. And you couldn't replace it. Or you could replace it, but you send it to Nintendo and they repair it.
Yeah, I think Japan had just had gamepads in stores.
Which is ridiculous.
I think they were worried about, like... Their concern was people wouldn't understand what the gamepad was. A lot of people probably still think the Wii U gamepad is an accessory for the Wii. So people would end up buying it, like, oh, I'm gonna get this for my Wii. And then they go home and they're like, it's not working.
I mean, if you have a Wii U and you buy an extra gamepad because you think it's a new accessory, you deserve what you get.
I don't know how many people would do that. Like, they would probably assume it would have to be for a game. Like, why wouldn't they end up getting a game for it? Maybe they end up getting a Wii U game, thinking the Wii U game's for the Wii that only works with the Wii U gamepad. I don't know. So you've managed to solve my labyrinth, but it won't do you any good. My magic seal is staying right here. Me and my babies are ready to tussle. He has literal squid babies.
Squid babies. Squid babies, that is the best word in the world.
Squid babies?
Squid babies.
Title this episode, Squid Babies. It, like, rains all his squid babies on top of us.
And they're all so happy.
They're so happy to sacrifice themselves for their negligent squid parent.
For the squid cause.
For the squid cause.
This is how he treats us after we feed him.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't want to pay us for with his magic seal. I wonder if he would have given us money.
Okay, you know what that reminds me of? Because, like, what if... alright, I'm jumping ahead of myself. I don't know if you read this, like, it was like in the news on, sometime last year or whatever. Somewhere in the US or whatever, like, this 80-year-old dude, was being charged something by the DMV. So the DMV sent a letter saying he had to be charged or he'd be arrested. And I guess it got to court or something, and this 80-year-old man, he like stands up before the judge and he's like, I challenged the DMV to a trial by combat where they send their best warrior to fight.
Okay, yeah, I kind of remember that. Whatever happened with that? Hang on one sec.
There was never a follow-up story.
Risky Boots. Well, I see you've managed to beat me to the first magic seal. Nicely done. Now be a good girl and hand it over.
Why would we do that?
Not a chance. Back off, or I'll smash this thing to pieces. My, no need to be hasty. I'm sure we'll be seeing plenty of each other down the line. Ta-ta. So there's just no follow-up to him challenging to a duel by combat?
Yeah, no, there's no follow-up.
Did they let him go, or what?
I imagine they charged him, or they...
They charged him for challenging them by combat?
No, like, they charged him the fine or something in court. Yeah, no, they should have accepted the trial by combat. I don't understand.
Is that still, like, in order?
No, you can't do that anymore.
I was gonna say, that would have been super interesting.
Although, I want some lawyer to stand up and, like, fight for the right to trial by combat now. Because, come on, the DMV, their warriors would probably be pathetic. So,
there's no way that it would go through.
You should be able to challenge the DMV to a trial by combat.
DMV? They just get into a car and run you over. I have a feeling that's how it ends up turning out.
It'd probably be like jousting with the DMV in cars.
Oh damn, that would be like crazy. Joust, like a jousting sword going like 40 miles an hour
inside a car.
You can't hit the other person with it though, or no, you are supposed to hit them with it, but you can't like hit them in the head.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because knights could only attack the shoulder, so.
Yeah, the shoulder or the chest. It was just to knock him off the horse. If you hit him in the head, you get disqualified.
Yeah, and you get dishonored, so.
Yeah, bring dishonor to your family.
And your cow.
And your cow that you have because you're a jouster.
All jousters have cows.
I mean, it's just common sense.
Do you even joust, bro?
Do you even joust, bro?
No, but seriously, oh my gosh, like we fight for such stupid things in this country. Like, I always go back to this. There is a woman who sued an RV company that built an RV, and she put on autopilot on the road, and she thought she could go make a sandwich. Sued the company and won. There was a dude who was breaking into another person's house.
Autopilot?
Yeah. Yeah, it's called autopilot, but what it is, it's for an RV. It's just like a speed thing. It's not like, it's like cruise control.
Huh.
It's not actual
okay.
autopilot.
Yeah, it just locks it to speed.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it was labeled autopilot or something like that.
Yeah, you can't go make a sandwich while your car's going in a straight line.
No. And like I'm saying, like, that's a stupid case that this woman won. There's a stupid case where someone was breaking into someone else's house, fell off the roof, and then apparently the person's roof was not up to code, so then the thief got to sue the family.
Oh yeah, I heard about that one too.
So it's just like, if you can sue for those stupid things, I want a lawyer to sue for the right to fight by trial by combat, because it's not as ridiculous as the other two.
Yeah, it kinda isn't. Sadly.
It's not ridiculous when you go about it explaining about the other court cases. But yeah, trial by combat used to be a real thing. We just got rid of it foolishly. You never know what you have until it's gone. So people would probably fight off a lot of tickets and fines and all kinds of stuff.
There was that car, you just saying autopilot reminded me that there's this autonomous, I think it's Tesla. It's not fully autonomous because those don't exist yet, or if they do, they're probably not ready. But in any case, yeah, it has an autopilot where it'll drive on its own on certain roads.
Interesting.
But you're not allowed, like, you can't just turn it on, like, go to sleep or something. Like, you have to keep your hands on the wheels. And if you don't, like, within seconds, it starts beeping at you. And if you don't put your hands back on the wheels, it pulls itself over, and then you can't use autopilot for, like, until the next time you turn the car on.
It pulls itself over?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Because it's not, I mean, full autonomy like that's not quite ready yet. If you want to just, I don't know, use it, you can, but you still have to be paying attention. And if you're not paying attention, it's going to pull itself over. He said to bribe you with this, so we gotta go see the, Wait, that doesn't make any sense. What? I just realized how silly that situation is. Oh, never mind. Okay, Bolo's bribing us with the 100 gems. Got it. Never mind. The mayor wants us to go meet him on a seaside retreat. So, we're gonna go head to the seaside retreat that we can now get to, because now we have the monkey dance.
Which is exactly what you need for the seaside retreat. Those guys look like Earthworm Jim.
What, these guys?
No. The guy outside that other gate.
Oh, okay, yeah, I guess they kind of do.
Is that a rat on her head?
No, it's a pot. She's one of those ladies that carry a pot on her head. I was hoping she would say something that she says in the beginning of the game. Because when you first start playing, you see her on the roof, and then you figure out how to get up there. And then you talk to her, and she's like, how do I get down from here? It's like, I don't know what I expected her to say.
Do the monkey dance.
That's exactly what we're going to do. So, Pilot Bay, this is, okay, I can see this is going to be a bad run. I was going to say I either do this, like, very well or very poorly sometimes. I'm not really sure why.
I vote for well.
I've already fallen off twice. I haven't gotten on the first platform.
Why is there pirate signs flying in the air?
Pirate sign? Oh, the skull and crossbones. If those are floating up from like a bottomless pit like that, it lets you know that that's going to kill you, and there's no like landing down there.
That's kind of interesting.
Yeah, so if you don't see those, that means there's something down there, and you can go down there safely.
That's kind of unique.
Yeah, I think I've seen some other games do that too, at least in similar ways. I think this might be the first one, at least that I know of, that did it like by release date. You can enter these caves as sort of a checkpoint. I can't do anything in here yet, but if I fall off again, I'll spawn at this cave right here instead of at the beginning of Pilot Bay.
Nice.
What are these things anyway? Like totem pole pieces? They look sort of like Easter Island faces.
Very thin ones.
And floating. They have like they have like tiny little legs too.
They have legs?
I don't know, they kind of look like they had tiny little legs.
Oh my gosh.
It's flying crabs. Another returning enemy.
Oh yeah, can't you tell what they are though? That's crazy. Like they look way more defined than in the first game.
Yeah, it's funny how like hard things are to like distinguish on Game Boy.
And just like 8-bit in general.
Yeah, I don't even. Well, I guess Game Boy must be 8-bit, but it's still like lower fidelity than like an NES.
It's like 6-bit.
Oh, the genie. I suppose you're still angry with me.
You bet it.
Word has spread. Now that the risky boots is plotting revenge, Sequin Land Palace is afraid to send wagons. Without our fishing trade, Scuttletown is all washed up. I was hoping not to resort to this, but here. You got the town deed. What's this? The deed to Scuttletown? A wealthy man from beyond the wastelands has been pressuring me to sell the town. I resisted, of course, but now his offer is the only hope for our people. So after much thought, I've decided to turn the reins over to him. Life will never be the same, but at least Scuttletown will be provided for. There has to be some other way. If only there was, but I fear that making a tidy profit on the town moments before it's obliterated is the only solution. Please honor your request as a final act of service. Find the Emerald Baron and give him this deed. So that's our objective. So let's go ahead and go find the Ammo Baron next time on Risky's Revenge.
Dun dun.
See you there.